What's up, guys? How's it going? And it happened. Clean is no more. It's funny, I made a bunch of videos before Hardcore came out, and I had a video in the hopper where I was going to talk about my experience getting to 60, but a week after hitting 60, I have died. And it's one of the most pathetic ways I think I could have ever imagined going down. It was pretty much a WoW 101 moment where, well, hold up. Let me just pull up the video and pull up some context first. So I think I got to start out with, man, what an awesome adventure it was, the 60. I played on Skull Rock. It was badass. I made a lot of friends. You know the whole deal. I made a video before about the last warrior that I died on at level 41 on Bloodsail, and that was pretty devastating too. A lot for the same reasons. It seems like a lot of the times where I die at these high levels, it's all my fault, man. It's not a DC. It's not hyper spawns out of my control. It's just me getting comfortable and making mistakes. And the devastating part about this one is I took 2 other people with me. And man, the guilt is immeasurable. My journey to 60 was, man, nothing short of just a blast. I was tanking everything, making sure I had the right weapon upgrades for the right level. And the thing about playing Warrior in Hardcore Classic is you always have to be on the ball. It's all about risk management and making sure you're ready for anything that's possible, and reducing the amount of mistakes that you make, because the game is really forgiving on mistakes, but if you play a Warrior, it's sort of less the case. And in this case, that's doubly true because I was the tank for the group. So that day started like any other day. It was a Friday. I got home from work. I respect to deep prot. It was the first time I was ever going to have abilities like Last Stand, and more points into things like armor, having tactical mastery in the armor tree. I was so stoked. It's like, this is just going to be like me tanking as Fury or Arms, right, with a sword and board, but just much easier on every front, right? I'm going to have more tools that are more readily available, right? And it pretty much was the case, right? We did a full guild run, our first full guild run at 60, right? I think there's probably been others, but I'm not sure if there's been 5 guildies of the guild I made. And as a warm-up dungeon, we were like, let's do BRD, full run. It'll get me feeling good about tanking, and I'm not gonna lie, it did, right? I felt like I was able to generate threat pretty effectively. I was kind of figuring out just things by feel, making sure to have enough rage for revenge on cooldown, tab sundering like I'm supposed to, using Mocking Blow for anything that gets out of my reach and gets on another mob. I felt really, really good about tanking. And the night just went on. We spent 3 hours in BRD, and we eventually pulled up to Skolo. And to be completely honest with you, I really didn't want to do Skolo. I mean, but at the same time, Skolo is, while it's one of the harder 5-mans and a lot can go wrong in Hardcore, you know, it's still a 5-man that you should be able to complete where everyone's wearing level 45 greens, right? It's still vanilla WoW at the end of the day. As long as you're coordinated, don't screw up, no reason to die in here. And we started, and honestly, I don't have DPS meters showing on this footage. I just have Tiny Thread up, but our group blasts, you know? I mark something, it dies. I say shackle this, it got shackled. Kill the Night Elf. We're gonna go deep behind this bookshelf right here, where Star is.
Yep. Wait for that Pat Acolyte.
A lot of patrols.
I know, right? I'm gonna pull Diamond.
Okay. We might get circle with it, that's okay though. Oh, 2 coming.
That's fine. Just nuke Diamond. We were doing super well, and we were just clicking. It was like, oh my god. We're gonna be able to just completely plow through all the 5-mans and get all of our Priebus really easily. with this comp just fine, right? We have 2 warlocks, a priest, and a rogue, and we have a couple other 60s or people, or a few other 60s and people nearing 60, so we could sort of change up the comp a little bit, but was feeling really good as we got through the dungeon, right? And man, just the good vibes started. We're having fun, we're bantering, we're chilling. I'm cracking a couple brews that I got between the break we had between BRD and Skull, and man, but I made the biggest mistake. When you're having joy as a warrior past like level 40, you are sinning, because there is no joy allowed once you get past a certain level as a warrior, or any class maybe. You're not supposed to have fun in hardcore. You're supposed to be on your fucking toes, okay? And logging off, that's when you can kind of savor the playthrough. It's like, I lived another day. But I was having fun. I should have got off after that 3-hour BRD, man, but once I'm having fun, I stopped thinking about everything that could possibly happen, and it sounds so silly, but we got through a lot of Skolo, and we decided, hey, and we did one of the rooms in the final room, and we were debating, should we do the final room, kill all the final bosses, or just go take care of Jandis and come back, since we had the, I think it was called the Blood of the Innocents or something like that, or we had something, something to go do Jandis' room, right? And for us, it's like, let's go do Jandis' room. If we can't do Jandis' room, we have no business at 60, you know, running this stuff, but still, I have a smile on my face as we're just clicking along and murking all these necromancers at this School of the Undead, right? It was School of Rock for us. I was Jack Black. I was having a blast. And we got into Janice's room. And for those unaware, Janice's room is nothing crazy. It just sort of presents you with the types of trash mobs you'll see at the next level with raiding. There's a mob, a diseased ghoul. When you kill him, he's going to drop a cloud of green dust or green, smoke, and you're not supposed to stand in it. It's pretty much one of the origins of don't stand in the fire, right? Is this mob. There are mobs when you kill them, they're not actually really dead, sort of like the core hounds in Molten Core. There are mobs that will resist the physical damage or the magic damage, really bad dots and things like that. It's sort of a smorgasbord of shitty trash where Blizzard's like, hey, you're gonna see this at the next level, so just be prepared for it, watch your feet. And usually people will die in here from the DPS check that it can present itself if people aren't smart with how they're taking down these mobs. People usually don't die the way we died, and it's really embarrassing. We were being so careful, but I was being so careful, but mindlessly careful. If you see ahead, this mob is like this big, square room with these walls, and the walls don't go end to end. There's an opening at each end of the wall. And as I walked up, I said, hey, I'm gonna pull these mobs, and we should have came in the room and sat in the corner. But I went ahead, marked the diseased ghoul like I'm supposed to, like, let's kill this first and drop the green lava and avoid it. I went around, and at that point, the rest of his pack went around the other side pulling all their pack. That's rest in peace. I screwed up. I should have asked the entire group, as the leader of the group, being the tank, come inside the room with me, and we're gonna fight these guys right adjacent of the other, the wall that's in there. There was an LOS wall in there for us. So right here, pretty much everyone's, I'm not gonna speak for everyone, but we should have marked accordingly. I was staying on top of Circle as much as I could. We should have just mowed down Circle and got his smoke down, his lava. They're reanimated, just pounding on us. Our poor healer is trying to keep everyone alive, and they're all on them. So it's rest in peace. This is all my fault. We should have all came inside. I should have understood the mobs were going to run the other way around the fence. I've done things like fence grinding, to get ahead on leveling and things like that. I understand how pathing works, but just one lapse in judgments, not really thinking clearly. I petri, but it doesn't work. I'm like, and I'm happy it didn't work. I wanted it. I'm done. I'm done with this character. Like, I have to go down to the ship in this case, but I petri, I don't leave the group on time. And I think there's a 3-second gap where the petri might have worked because I alt F4'd at 27 seconds. I think at 30 it would have booted me off. So yeah, I screwed up. I should have alt F4'd right here. Maybe. Nope, too late. So I alt F4 at 27 seconds and screwed up the Petri. Pretty stupid way to die, right? So yeah, that's how I took 2 other people with me. Rest in peace, Dinkit and Dead by Tomorrow, Priest and Morlock. That was on me, man. I want to play again. I want to roll again and be a tank again, because I know it's easy as fuck as long as you just pay the fuck attention. But that shit was on me. Yeah, and I'm sure if you look at the footage, I could have AoE taunted. I'm not sure if I even had it, but I used everything. I feel like I used everything. I'm not going to overanalyze it. I'm sure there's going to be an armchair level 20 Barons enjoyer who is going to analyze this and tell me all the things I could have done. But part of me was feeling like I was done playing it in a lot of ways, and I felt guilty. I felt obligated to my guildies to tank for them, because they were telling me, hey, we can't find groups, dude. People are like, and what they needed was a tank, a full-time tank. And I was hoping to be that for them. And it's funny, I was about to move on to other games, because, you know, you play WoW, I play WoW so much, it's like, it's in cycles. So, I hit 60 on last weekend, didn't play all week, and logged on and died. And it's funny, tanking and respecking got me back interested in it, because at the end of that night, I would have been like, holy shit, I'll keep playing with you guys to, you know, gear us all out. We're doing great. But I fucked up and ruined that. Not only for me and a couple other people, so I feel pretty bad about that. So yeah, I'm sure if you guys have seen my other videos, you guys know I love hardcore WoW. I'm pretty just happy that I hit 60, right? I'm sure there's gonna be armchair Barons enjoyers who are gonna be talking smack and saying, hey, you could have done this, that, with that double pull. Main thing is, it should have never been a double pull, or maybe it was even a triple pull. I don't even know. It felt like it was definitely more than we were anticipating. I think if it was only 2 diseased ghouls, we might have been fine. It felt like there was like 3. But yeah. Let me know. What do you guys think I should do? Should I run the tank back? It seems like my guild's still riding with me. There wasn't the mass exodus that I thought would happen. Some of the people who died are still in the guild, which is weird. I fucked up super bad. But if I play again, I have to ride with another tank, hit 60 fast, and I'm obligated to spam dungeons for everyone and never make a simple WoW 101 mistake ever again. Because I invented pathing, dude. I know how pathing works. That was just a brain fart of, you know, I just wish I just wish I got everyone to come into the room with me. I don't know. Anyway, what do you guys think? What should I do? Should I make a new character? Please subscribe to the channel. I want to make more WoW videos. Make a comment and like the video for the algorithm. You know how it goes. Get this WoW video out there so people can see how much of an idiot I am for the rest of my life. Yeah, pretty stupid way to die. Anyway, easy out. Clean, rest in peace.